let's continue on. Here you can see that there is a patch of grass here on Route 10. No, sorry, Route 8. Route 10 is where we were before. But I will need to bring Nibbler along in order to cut that. I will come back for that. Nibbler's not necessarily in my party, so I'll take care of that later. We want to clear the route first. Route, either way. You should be informed. You need strategy to win at this. Indeed you do. Which is honestly why I look ahead. See what people are going to be using to make sure my kind of weak Pokemon are able to take yours out. He's got a Grimer out front. I believe we've seen a Grimer before. It is pure poison, so Magnitude should do the trick. I did heal Fuzimi because Fuzimi can't necessarily take more than one hit. So make sure that he lives. I'll have to go back and buy a super potion in case. Alright, Muck is about to come out. Muck is the evolved form of Grimer. It is like 6 Grimers put together. It's just a bigger Grimer, really. So we're going to go for Magnitude again and hope for the best. I'm going to need a higher number here. Magnitude 8. Is that going to do it? Muck has significantly higher stats than Grimer. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. And he goes for Disable, and it misses. We got lucky there. Another Magnitude, please. We're not going to risk it. I have plenty of Magnitudes. Don't risk going for something else and then have that not kill it. Down goes Muck. We should get quite a chunk of experience here. 739, like I thought. The evolved forms, they give you so much more experience. Level 26! Was hoping for better stats there, but what are you gonna do? Alright, he's gonna use a Grimer again, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Could have also used my Drowsy. I can't think of names today. I'm terrible with names. Pierre, there we go. Good God, why did that take me so long? Ooh, minimize. The evasiveness rose. That forms more or less the strategy that most people use when they have a Grimer or Muck. They poison you, and then they make sure you can never hit them. It sucks. I hate it. Yeah, Fuzimi and Pierre would both be very good here. But Fuzimi, I want to get him leveled up so that he can, hopefully tank a hit. Just one. I don't think that's asking too much. And down goes Glenn. It's not logical that I swept your team when they're all the same type, and Fuzimi is going to try to evolve from now on. Of course, we're not going to let that happen. Fuzimi will evolve from a Diglett into a Dugtrio, which is essentially 3 Diglets together. Not like Muck, where it was just like one head. Dugtrio is literally 3 Diglett heads side by side. That's why it's Dugtrio. Go with Grimer first, and then have a different type. Let's keep going. And further along, we can see what is inevitably going to be our first double battle. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of it. But as you can see, there's 2 people. They look very similar. They're lined up with each other. It's going to be a double battle. I have to get right on them? Oh, they're very nice about it then. Twin power is fantastic. Did you know? I didn't. And we're going to be up against the twins, Eli and Anne. They would like to battle. Since there's 2 of them, they can somehow use 2 at the same time. So I'm allowed to use 2 at the same time. This violates so many rules in my opinion, but whatever. It works apparently. So they send out Clefairy and Jigglypuff, so you need to rearrange your party so that the 2 Pokemon that you want to use are out front. I have Sanders out front because he needs levels, to be honest. Or sorry, she needs levels, to be honest out with you. It doesn't really matter who I hit. We'll go with the Jigglypuff. And we'll Karate Chop the Clefairy into nothingness. As you might expect, Bumpus goes first. Unfortunately, in double battles, you no longer get to see the actual numbers. I've always been a fan of the numbers. And unfortunately, every Pokemon that is killed is split between the 2 people out there, even though Sanders had absolutely nothing to do with Clefairy going down. Alright, go for the Gust. Probably not going to do all that much damage. Jigglypuff does have a lot of HP. Okay, roll out. As you can see, not very effective against my fighting type. You really should have used that on Sanders. But you didn't, because you're not always the smartest. Sanders could have tanked one rollout, you know what I mean? So I was fine with that. Down goes the Jigglypuff. And our first double battle is down. Of course, every move kind of has its own rules when it comes to double battling. Some will hit every Pokemon on the screen, including your partner. Things like Earthquake and Magnitude, I believe, both do that. It's not always fun. More reason for me not to like double battling. Never been a fan of it, but in this game, it's not too often that this happens, so I've learned to deal with it when necessary. But we used our twin power. Too bad it sucks. I caught my Pokemon with Anne. I'm raising Pokemon with Eli. You guys should really spend some time apart. Let's continue on to, let's head up here so I can get a good look at it. A row of 4 Pokemon trainers. You can easily avoid 2 of them. Obviously you can avoid all of them if you really wanted to. Let's talk to you first. I like Nidoran, so I collect them. Like, collect all 2. Didn't Taco Bell do a promotion with that? With their Doritos Loco Taco? Whatever. I am not sponsored by Taco Bell. I need to stop making that joke, because I think I've done that in like 2 different Let's Plays. Taco Bell has absolutely nothing to do with my channel. Don't eat there. Especially don't eat their breakfast. Oh, God. Next time I get Buttercrust on, I'm going to have him talk about when he tried their breakfast. Oh, God, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, double kick incoming. That's, like, particularly stupid, because that's a fighting move. But nicely done, Nidoran. We will just finish you off with a pound here. That should do it. Yeah. Oh, I got a critical. So we'll never know if it actually did it legitimately. So close, so close. Nidorina's coming in. I still should be fine. It'll take 2 hits, obviously, but Pierre should be able to do it. Oh, I believe this is our first time seeing Nidorina, because I don't remember that pose. It's definitely an enticing come here pose, isn't it? Ooh, it's got Bite. That is actually super effective. That could be bad for me. Made me consider going for the Hypnosis, but hopefully we'll be fine. Oh, now it goes for the double kick. These trainers, they're not always the smartest. Not always the smartest. It only hits twice. That's why it's called double kick. And down goes Nidorina, because that was super effective. And we get 576. That's enough for a level up for Pierre. Get those levels. Get more special attack, damn it. I want more special attack. And down goes last page. Why? Why? We get 368 Pokebucks for our efforts. When Pokemon grow up, they get ugly. They shouldn't evolve. My thoughts exactly. Totally. That's exactly what I believe, and that's why I'm doing this Unevolved Challenged. Sure. Let's continue down where we can find this guy. School is fun, but so are Pokemon. Are those really mutually exclusive in this world? I would assume that most of your studies are about Pokemon. Like history class, the history of Pokemon. Like chemistry class, the chemicals of Pokemon. You do have a coughing. You must be majoring in chemistry. Go Pierre out front. As you can see, I healed him just to make sure. Coughing can be a little powerful, especially in this version of the game. But we got a critical hit, so it didn't matter anyway. You never know. Like I said, I'm playing extra cautious these days, because almost, I'm going to say about 70% of the time from this point forward, we're going to be fighting evolved Pokemon, and we're not evolved, so it's a little difficult for me. It made it clear to me that I should stick with school because I'm terrible at Pokemon. Really though, like, you can get your doctorate in Pokemon. Professor Oak did, and he doesn't know shit. I was planning on getting some fresh air for a change, but we're stuck here because of the gates at Saffron. The gates at Saffron, you say? Let's see what we can do with you. Meowth is so cute. Meow, meow, meow. I already don't like you very much. But Lass Andrea is out front, or Andrea, depending on how your parents like you, I guess. Rumpus is out front for me, of course, because Karate Chop should do the trick. After all, Rumpus is strong, and fighting is super effective. Fighting, definitely up there in the things that I think, you know, the types that you should have, because there's going to be so many normal types, at least early on. That changes later, but early on you're going to want a fighting type, and if you have access to Mankey, Mankey's going to serve you well for a long time. Almost up until the final part of the game, almost. But then Rumpus's usefulness kind of goes down after that. Meowth again. Guess what? We're going to do the same thing and expect the same results. I believe that is called sanity. Because down goes the other Meowth. Oh, so close. So close. I need one more. Meow. Really? We found the crazy cat lady of the game. I think Pidgey and Rattata are cute too, but I don't catch them or have them in my party or anything like that. Let's continue on where we can find you. We must look silly standing here like this. Indeed, you do. I'm not entirely sure what's going on other than the fact that you guys are trying to stop people that are passing by. Lass Megan, as you can see, has a lot of Pokemon. That means they're going to be low level. She's got Pidgey out front, so I also have Pidgey out front, because my Pidgey is stronger than her Pidgey. So, let's go for a Gust. And I'm also going to be smarter and just use Gust the whole time. Oh, but it goes for Whirlwind and out comes my Pidgey killer. Like, seriously? Alright, wasn't Mega Kick, like, always effective? Ah, screw it. Let's go for a rollout combo. Since you used... Oh, come on. Since you used Whirlwind to force Temp Player to kick your ass, we might as well use the official Pidgey killer here. Super effective. Did I get a critical on that? Nope. Apparently Pidgey was just that weak compared to Temp Player. I wanted to get some levels for Sanders. About to use Nidoran. I will change. Yeah. I will. Pierre will go out and help me with that. It was a male, right? I believe males have lower special defense than the females do. So Confusion should do quite a bit. I believe that the females might have more defense overall as well, like physical and special. Once again, I don't particularly use the Nidoran line, so I'm not 100% sure on it. They're decent, but only because in their final evolution they do have the ground added to them, so they become poison ground, which is actually pretty good. Pretty good. All right, we will change types again because I want Sanders to get a level here, and we're up against a very weak Pokemon, or at least weaker than normal. So I want Sanders to get that level. It doesn't take too much to get Sanders up to the next level after all. Ooh, Meowth is faster though. But my Gust should do way more damage than that bite. Looks like it's going to take 3, unfortunately. Payday! Ooh. Coins scattered everywhere. This is the point of having a Meowth. You use Payday as a move, and for some reason, it like increases how much money you get. We'll see that at the end of the fight here. But Sanders does get that level up to level 23. Good to see. Not the best level up, but I'll take it. Your attack is still pretty terrible. Alright, Pikachu's coming out, so of course we'll change. We will change to Fuzimi because electricity, really the only counter to it is ground. And if you have the ground, you might as well use it. How you doing, Pikachu? How do you like earthquakes? Magnitude 5. That actually sucks, but it might still be enough to take out Pikachu. Yeah, it still is. That's why Fuzimi is so good. That magnitude early on is devastating. Alright, back to Rattata, so I will switch to Sanders. Oh, this could be risky. What am I doing here? I should have tried to one-shot it. I forgot that Rattata will have Hyper Fang. Super Fang. Come on, let's go for it. Tail Whip, thank God. Way too risky with Sanders. Of course, I'll probably catch another Pidgey somewhere along the line, but I shouldn't be so risky with him. Shouldn't be so risky. I forgot about Hyper Fan. We do get a chunk of experience, but not that much. Reddit does not give all that much. Look what you did to my poor cute Pokemon! Well, you should try leveling them up to at least the mid-20s. Sanders is not evolving. Anything to say about your pitiful display there? Saffron's gatekeeper won't let us go through. I know he's doing his job, but I think he's mean. He's actually not doing his job, but he's still mean. And here we can find our first biker. Clear the way or I'll run you down. Now, bikers obviously have motorcycles. So there are, like, internal combustion engines in this world. Back at SSN, there was a truck as well. I don't think I saw the truck on the screen, but it's there, trust me. He has a Grimer out front. The bikers kind of specialize in poison Pokemon. I think that has to do with, you know, like carbon emissions coming out of their bike. That's kind of a commentary on that, but that's what they specialize in. They specialize in poison. So I specialize in confusion. He'll probably take a couple hits, though. Yeah, it still takes a couple hits. Grimer has too much. Are you kidding me? My confusion was disabled? You... Alright, we're gonna have to go for a hypnosis and hope that lands. Damn it! He's going for minimize now, too. Oh, this is not working out nearly as well as I would like it to. Alright, hypnosis again. Somehow it works after the minimize, but didn't work before it. Sure, I'll take it. And he's fast asleep. Once again, I cannot use the confusion, so we'll go for a headbutt, which somehow does no damage to Pierre. We got a critical hit. I honestly don't know if that would have killed it outright, but glad to get it. Up to level 25 for Pierre. I will take it. Decent. Decent. Alright, another Grimer, so I will switch because it's still disabled. So, let's go for a Magnitude to finish it off. Magnitude 7. That should do it. That should do it. Oh, that was close. That was close. And he goes for a disable, but it misses. Can't do that to me twice. Let's go for a dig. I don't think we've seen dig. So let's go for that. That looked so wrong. That thumb was going in and out of the hole so damn fast. I bet the hole really enjoyed it. Or it was in a little bit of pain, really considering. Once again, two turn move. And it does quite a bit of damage, even though we got a critical, and it was super effective. Whenever Diglett uses that, it just looks so bad. And we have defeated Biker Jared. You for real, kid? Indeed I am. Why would you question that? No, like I'm fake. Don't think you're all special and all just because of this. Did you say all one more time?